Namami Buddham Gunasaгаrantam Santa Sada Huntu Sukhi Avera Kayo Jigunjo Sakalo Dugandho Gachanti Sabbe Maranang Ahancha Yocha Buddhancha Dhammancha Sanghancha Saranang Gato Chantare Ariya Sanchani Sammappanyaya Passati Etang ko saranang kemang Etang sarana muntamang Etang sarana magamma Sambha dukkha pamuncatu Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the exalted one, the worthy one, the perfectly enlightened one. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, dear friends in the Dhamma, all of you are warmly welcome. And today we are going to discuss about the triple gem. The significance of the triple gems. This is very important. When we study Buddhism, at the very beginning, we should know the triple gems. That is very important in the fundamental level. Everybody should know about the triple gems. That is very important. I think already you have heard the triple gems. Yes, what are the triple gems?
Only heard the phrase. I don't know. Only heard the phrase.
Yes, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. The triple gem. The triple gem or gems. Okay? Threefold gems. Or the threefold refuge. The three are, the first one is the Buddha. Okay? Buddha is the first gem. And the second one is the Dhamma. And the third one, the Sangha. What's the meaning of the Buddha? Buddha means not only Buddha's image or his physical body. Buddha means Buddha's enlightenment, his understanding, his discovery. We are confident in Buddha's enlightenment. That is very important at the very beginning on the path of liberation. The second one, the Dhamma. Dhamma means Buddha's teachings, what Buddha explained, and his discovery. The Sangha means Buddha's noble disciples who followed the Buddha's message, who are following Buddha's message. These three things are very important at the very beginning. We have confidence about these three things. Why should we have a confidence about these three things, in these three things? You know, when we go to a new place, never we have gone, then we have a map or address or GPS. First of all, we may have a confidence in the address or map or navigator. Without this confidence, we can never reach the destination. But it doesn't mean that we should have confidence for a long time. forever. We should have confidence until we reach the destination. For example, when you go to a new place, like Seattle. Have you been to Seattle?
No, yes.
Seattle? Yes. When you go to Seattle first time, driving, and first of all, you put your address in GPS. Then you trust in GPS navigator. Then you drive. When you reach destination, then your confidence is over, because you experience. When you reach destination, you experience. No more you should have confidence. Dhamma also like that. Buddha also like that. First of all, we may have some kind of confidence of faith, but it is not just blind faith. It is understandable, critical, and intelligent confidence. And Buddha means why it is so valuable. These three things, as Buddhists we say, these three things are invaluable, priceless. Gems meaning that it is very useful. If we have gems, we can gain happiness. And also we can live happily if we are wealthy. If we are rich with gems or jewelries, then we can live happily. Happiness is the final goal, main purpose of everyone. These gems, the physical gems, can be destroyed or stolen by anybody or anything. It can be destroyed. When we have a lot of gems, we are living with afraid. We have fear that somebody can steal that. We are afraid of stealing. But these things are not like that. These are the spiritual qualities. When we think Buddha's enlightenment, our mind is so pure and calm. And also when we think Buddha's message, Dhamma, when we can practice it, and when we practice it, we can see the results, then we are happy. Because Buddha's message is well expounded, swakato, sanditiko, visible results, akaliko, immediately effective. Then when we practice Dhamma, we can see the results. Then we are knowledgeable, we are confident in Buddha's message. The Sangha means Buddha's noble disciples. When we think their qualities, when we think virtuous person's qualities, our mind is so happy. For example, if you have a best friend, when you think about that person, how about you? You are happy. When you think your grandmother who passed away, you are happy. Because when you think her qualities or his qualities, our mind is so happy. These Sangha also like that. Some friends or relatives can be changed anytime. Their qualities can be changed. But these noble disciples' qualities never can be changed. When we think Buddha's disciples like Reverend Sariputta, Reverend Moggallana, Reverend Ananda, Anuruddha, Mahakashyapa, they were the spiritual persons, enlightened persons. When we think about them, when we think them, our mind is so pure and calm. Like we have gems, invaluable things. We do everything in the name of happiness. We associate friends for happiness. We study for happiness. We earn money for happiness. Actually, final goal is happiness. But even though we are well educated, even though we are very rich, we are not happy if our mind is polluted with negative thoughts. By associating these three things, what we do? We purify our mind from negative thoughts. Then our mind is so happy. Like we have a lot of gems. That is why at the very beginning on the path of liberation, we have to understand the triple gems. Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. What are the triple gems?
Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha.
Yes, Buddha means Buddha's enlightenment, his qualities. Okay, Dhamma means Buddha's teachings, what Buddha explained. Sangha means Buddha's noble disciples. Sangha, only people who have attained some supramundane levels, spiritual levels. They are the Sangha, not only monks, but sometimes we can include some lay people also who have attained enlightenment, some kind of spiritual levels. Okay? Then Buddha means he had a lot of qualities, and also his all qualities are included into 9. Itipiso Bhagava Arahang. In that sentence, we say Buddha's noble qualities. Such indeed the exalted one, Arahang. Arahang means supremely enlightened and worthy one. Arahant means worthy one. Samma Sambuddho, supremely enlightened. Vijjacharana Sampanno, endowed with knowledge and conduct. Sugato, well gone. Lokavido, knower of world. Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati, incomparable trainer of persons to be tamed. Sattahadeva Manussanan, teacher of gods and men. Buddho, enlightened. Bhagava, exalted. These are the main qualities of the Buddha. Actually, he developed his mind to the maximum level with compassion and wisdom. You know, according to Buddhism, we day by day develop our qualities, inner qualities. In one side, we develop loving kindness. In the other side, we develop wisdom. What are the qualities that we practice throughout meditation, throughout studying Buddhism? Loving kindness. In one side, we develop loving kindness. In the other side, we develop wisdom or intelligence. When we develop loving kindness, we have not only loving kindness, but we have compassion. When other people are worried, our mind is so calm and warm. Our heart is so warm. We have an effort to help them. That is compassion. And sympathetic joy. When other people are successful, when others succeed, we are happy. We are not jealous. We have no jealousy. When others are successful, we help others. We wish their success as our success. When other people are successful, we think it is like our own success. That is sympathetic joy, mudita. And also equanimity, we have a balanced mind, neutral mind. We are in neutral in good, both good and bad, honor and unhonored. We are in the middle. These 4 qualities day by day we develop. Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekka. Metta means loving kindness, friendliness. Karuna means compassion. And Mudita means sympathetic joy. Upekka, equanimity. On the other side, we develop wisdom. Wisdom means intelligence, so we reflect on the world reality as it is. The nature of the world can be divided into 2. One of them is the karmic law. We depend on our karmic law, our mental conditions. Whatever we do, we have the same results with emotions or volitions. According to our volitions, we will have the same results. When our mind is pure, our activities are correct and we will see the fruitful results. When our mind is polluted, we will have the evil results. Then this is the first level in wisdom. The second level in wisdom is the understanding of the dependent origination, impermanence. Little by little we explain it. Okay? In Buddha's time, there were some persons who understood Dhamma, Buddha's message, at the age of 7. You don't think that I am so young, so little. You are also intelligent, you are also so smart. You can understand what Buddha said. You know, according to Buddhism, according to some studies, our age can be divided into 3. You know, the physical age. Physical age means the age according to your birth certificate. There is another age, that mental age. The age that we have thought, we are thinking. Sometimes there are some people who are at the age of 60, they may think that I am 40. That is their mental age. There is another age, that is spiritual age. Spiritual age means how far we have developed our spirituality. Sometimes you are so young in physical age, but you are so old in spiritual age. Spiritual age means how far we have developed our spirituality, our mind in the sansaric journey. There were some persons in Buddha's time, they attained enlightenment at the age of 7. Not only in Buddha's time, but after Buddha passed away 200 years later, when Empire Asoka ruled India, and there were some monks who attained enlightenment at the age of 7. One day, Empire Asoka was stressed, and he was suffering about some kind of battlefield, his war. While he was in the palace, he saw an arahant who was at the age of 7. His name is Nigroda. He was begging food, holding a bowl on the street near the palace. Empire Asoka saw that scene, and he was so happy. And he asked that monk to come to the palace, and he invited that monk to please take a seat as it is suitable. Then where that monk got seated, he took a seat in the king's chair, Singhasana. He was at the age of 7, but he was an arahant. That is the spiritual age. Empire Asoka was a powerful person who killed hundreds of people in the war. But he respected that monk because of his spiritual age. We are also like that. Even though we are so young, we have earned a lot of qualities, spirituality in our previous lives. That is why we are here. We are so smart. And if we are intelligent, if we are clever, if we are mindful, we also can develop our mind to the maximum level. And don't worry that I am so young. You are not so young, because sometimes you are so old in your spirituality, in your spiritual age. It is not a small or little. Okay? There are 3 ages. What are the ages? Physical age, mental age, and spiritual age. Physical age, mental age, and spiritual age. The main purpose that we should have to develop our spiritual age. In front of the people who are old age, physically, we should be old in spiritual age. We should not afraid of spiritual age. People, especially ladies, they are afraid of their physical age. But we should not be afraid of spiritual age. Why? When our spiritual age grows up, our happiness also grows up. It is not a problem. It is the solution of the problems. The main problem is the people is unsatisfactoriness or suffering. When we grow up with spiritual age, day by day, our happiness grows up, which is the main purpose of everyone. Okay? Here, we are talking about the triple gem. And when we think these three things, our mind is so pure. We have no anger, no lustful desire, no ignorance. Our mind has these three qualities. We always think about Buddha's qualities. His compassion, loving kindness, wisdom, his dedication. And he dedicated his entire life for the benefits of the people. Not only in this life, in his samsaric journey, in the other stories, we can see his dedication for the benefits of the people. He always considered others' success as his success. He dedicated everything that he had for the benefits of the people. As the result of those dedication, he could attain enlightenment. He could purify his mind from negative thoughts completely. And what are the unwholesome thoughts which disturb our peace of mind? Greed, anger, and delusion. Lobha, dosa, moha. Lobha means greed, craving, or lustful desire, or attachment. Dosa means anger, hatred, or ill will. Moha means delusion or ignorance. Greed means when we experience something through our senses, we have some kind of attachment mentally. Then we have a desire to earn it again and again. Then we are stressed. It doesn't say that we have to give up everything. We earn knowledge. We earn something for benefits, not for greed. You know, when we use medicine, when we take medicine, do we have greed? No. When you buy some gas, do you have greed or craving for gas? No. When we drink water, do we have craving or greed? Actually, we don't have. We have only necessity. We need it, but we don't have attachment or lustful desire or greed for these things. Our education also like that. We have a desire to go forward in education, but we don't have a greed or lustful desire about education. Our life also should be like that. Then sometimes, if we are ignorant, our greed increases. We should take care of our mind from greed. But it doesn't mean that we should give up our dedication or desire to go forward in spirituality or education. We should go forward in education, spiritual development, giving up, helping others, practicing generosity. We go forward. We have dedication, desire, effort to go forward in that area. But we go away from attachment. When we use medicine, we don't have attachment. It is essential, it is needed, but we don't have attachment or greed. Our life also should be like that. When we are knowledgeable, when we are intelligent, sometimes we earn something, but we do them for the benefits of our spiritual life. And also anger. Anger mostly disturbs our peace of mind. When people are stressed, for stress management, it is said that to practice loving kindness. When we are angry with somebody or something, even though we are well educated, even though we have a lot of facilities, we have no happiness. We can't see the beauty of our life. And also, if we have no mindfulness, we can see the beauty of our life. For example, when we drive, actually we may think something. Then we can see the beauty of the streets. Along the streets, you can see there are some beautiful trees, flowers, landscaping. But you are not mindful. Then you can see the beauty of the environment. Cities spend a lot of money for the environment, for our happiness. But we have no mindfulness to see this beauty. And also your house, you can see some flowers, landscaping. They are for your inner peace. But if we are not mindful, then we can see the beauty of the environment. Even, when we drive, the vehicle dashboard is very beautiful. Like there are a lot of lights. Actually, if we are not mindful, if we are not in the present moment, we can see even our vehicle. When we are not mindful, we can see even our physical body, the beauty of our body. That is why we have to develop our mindfulness. Having the benefits of the triple gems, we try to develop our mind. We try to purify our mind, and also we try to develop our mindfulness. That is why Buddha said, I explain only thing to get rid of suffering. I explain only thing to develop happiness. That is mindfulness. Buddhism completely depends on practicing mindfulness. In the current society, some educators explain the importance of practicing mindfulness. They mostly say that forget your past, forget your future, keep your mind in the present moment. Does Buddhism say like that? Be sure, Buddhism never says like that advice. Buddhism never says you have to forget your past or future. When we develop our mindfulness, our memory about past gradually goes up. Remembrance, memory is not the fault. We should keep our attention in the present moment to understand the reality. It doesn't mean that we have to forget our past or future. When we develop our mindfulness, we can remember everything what happens in the past. When we develop our mind to the maximum level, we can remember everything in this life from birth to now. not only from birth. When we develop our mind, we can explain everything what happened when we were in mother's womb. Not only in the mother's womb, we can explain 500 eons in the past lives when we develop mindfulness. Memory is not the fault. What is the fault? When we think something in the past, if our mind goes to past and if our mind lives in the past experience as it is happening, that is the fault. For example, when you think somebody who has hit you, as soon as you remember that incident, what happens to you?
You get mad.
Yes, we get mad, we get angry. What is the reason? Our mind suddenly goes to past and our mind lives in the past experience. When you think your mom, you may cry. What is the reason? Your mind lives in the past experience, but everything has ceased. Now we read our mind. Nothing is outside, only our memory. At that moment we read our mind. But because of ignorance, we think that it is happening just now. That is why we may get angry. That is why we may cry. That is why we cry. When we practice mindfulness, when we develop mindfulness, we can remember anything in the past. But we think past with mindfulness. We remember everything mindfully. Then we can remember any incident. We can remind anything which happened in the past without suffering, without fear, without unsatisfactoriness. This is the thing that Buddhism has explained to develop within our life. Then every moment we are aware of our mind. We should take care of our mind. Actually, we take care of everything. We take care of our children, we take care of our house, property, vehicles, money, job. We take care of everything, but except mind. The main thing that we should take care of is our mind. Then we should have good awareness. What kind of thoughts come to my mind at the moment? We should be aware of our mind, mental situation. What kind of emotions, volitions, emotions that I have at the moment? Then we can protect our mind by the power of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. With the refuge of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, we protect our mind. We go to the Buddha for refuge. We go to the Dhamma for refuge. We go to the Sangha for refuge, not for our physical body. We go to the Buddha for refuge, for the protection of our mind. We protect our mind. Buddha said very clearly, we can win hundreds of enemies in the war, in the battlefield. It is not difficult. What is the difficult thing? If we can win the enemies, negative emotions in our mind, that is the difficult thing. That is the real success. That is the real win. That is the real victory. That is the real achievement. You know, someone can hit us. Someone can kill us. Only our physical body. It is only for 50 or 60 years. But if somebody killed our mind, if somebody pollute our mind, it is sometimes for many births, many eons. That is why we should protect our mind from negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are the real enemies. Enemies are not outside. Enemies are inside. That is why Buddha said, it is very easy to win, it is very easy to defeat a lot of enemies in the battlefield. But the important thing is, and the difficult thing is to win inner enemies. What are the enemies inside? Anger, hatred, delusion, jealousy, lustful desire, greed. Those are the real enemies which disturb our peace of mind. By practicing Dhamma, by following the Buddha's message, we try to win these real enemies. And if we can purify our mind from negative thoughts, then nobody can disturb our peace of mind. Then we depend on inside. Now we depend on outside. When outside people and things are very clear and very clean, we are happy. When outside things and people get upset, unclear, then we also get upset because we are dependent on outside. Buddhism points us how to depend inside. Here we trust in our mind. We are confident in our mind, mental condition, the purification of the mind. That is the most important thing, because even though we work somewhere, someday we have to live there. Even though we have close relatives and friends, children, parents, someday we have to leave them. You had to leave your mom. You had to leave your father. One day we have to leave our close relatives too. One day, be sure, we have to leave even our physical body. We have no real safety. We have no real refuge. In that situation, what is the real refuge? What is the real safety? Buddha's understanding, his enlightenment. Dhamma is the real protection, real refuge, real safety in our life. Sangha, disciples' good qualities is the real refuge for our life. That is why, day by day, we should develop the confidence in these three things. As much as we develop the confidence in these three things, always we live with Buddha's enlightenment. Always we live with the qualities of the Dhamma. Every moment, on every step, we are going with the Dhamma. What is the Dhamma? Dhamma is mindfulness and wisdom. Always we are going here and there, holding a bright lamp, light, the light of the Dhamma. Dhamma is the everlasting light in our life. Then we have a confidence inside, in our mind. Then always we protect our mind. We don't give any chance to anybody to steal our inner qualities. We don't give any chance to anybody to disturb our peace of mind. Because we are skillful. We have proficiency. We are clever. We are clever to protect our mind. We are clever to give a protection to our mind. We don't give any chance to anybody to disturb our inner peace. That's the real success. Day by day, when you go forward in your education, please try to develop your mind by practicing mindfulness and wisdom. Mindfulness is the always we are aware of our mind and body and our actions. Always we are aware of the impermanence, the world reality. Every moment, the experience that we receive through our senses arises and ceases. As I gave the example, can you remember example? This sound? Like this sound, our all experience also like that. When we see something, smell something, taste something, touch something, think something, that experience arises at the moment. That experience didn't come to the present from the past. This present experience will not go to future from the present. The experience arises and ceases every moment. Then when we have this experience, understanding, day by day we go forward with education and spirituality. When we have this experience, don't worry, we don't go away from our education. When somebody gets 1 bachelor degree, you may get double bachelor degree with this mindfulness. When somebody gets 1 master degree, you may get double master degree because you have mindfulness and confidence. When somebody gets only 1 doctorate, you can get double doctorates in double majors. That should be our vision. That should be our effort. Actually, we can do it. We are so fortunate because other students, other friends, other children, actually they waste their time doing useless things. But we have a good time management. We don't do useless things. We have a good time management and we have a good life management. Every day we have a schedule. We save our time. We don't give any chance to waste our time. And with the understanding of this reality, we try to get the results throughout our life. Our life is so valuable. Don't waste your life doing useless things. Actually, always we try to develop our education, not only subjects, but we try to increase the fluency of languages. That is also very important. Now, in the current society, intelligent parents encourage their children to develop not only double languages, but they encourage their children to develop more than 3 languages. Because if you have knowledge, more languages, it means you have more eyes. If we have another language fluency, it means we have another eye that helps to see the world. Not only verbal languages, but we should try to develop sign language too. That is also very important. There are some professors who are deaf, but they are professors in some fields. They communicate with sign language. They are so intelligent, but they can't speak any word. They are deaf. Actually, we are so lucky. There are some good people. Actually, they have no any disabilities, but they try to learn sign language too. That is very useful for their life. And we can go any field. If we can develop good qualities, it is a good blessing for our life. As much as we develop these good qualities, then it is a great blessing for our life. Then it helps us to succeed our wishes, our righteous wishes, our educational goals. It is a great blessing. That is why, especially in Asian countries, in their childhood, when they study, actually they have a good discipline. They always try to practice some kind of religious doctrines, especially meditation. When they practice meditation, it is beneficial to go forward in their education. That is why your parents also try to help you, and they try to give you the best thing in the world. That is very useful for your education. Okay, we are talking about the triple gem. Triple gems means Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Buddha means Buddha's enlightenment. Dhamma means Buddha's teachings. Sangha means Buddha's noble disciples. When we follow the Dhamma in our life, in our agenda, we always keep these three things in the highest level. We do everything giving the priority to these three things. We always live with these three things. Every day we give something to the Buddha. We offer something to the Buddha, at least a drink. Every moment we practice any kind of thing. We can practice loving kindness when you walk, when you drive, when you do something at home. We can think about mindfulness and loving kindness. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful, we think. And also we think some noble disciples who are the virtuous persons. When we think those persons, our mind is so pure and calm. That pure mind brings us happiness. Happiness is the goal of our life. Happiness is the main purpose of everyone. As much as we can develop the confidence in these three things, we can develop happiness in our life. Then we are so fortunate. Therefore, always we try to keep our mind in pure and calm. That is the main success of our life, because then we are very happy. And also, we don't give any chance to anybody to disturb our peace of mind. We should be strong mentally with mindfulness and wisdom. We are aware of our mind. Always we think, what kind of emotions are in my mind? Desire, hatred, ill will, anger, we know very well. Then we don't give any chance to come to any negative thoughts. This is the purpose of learning Buddhism. In one side, we go forward in our education. In other side, we should go on the path of spirituality. On the other side, we associate good friends. When we develop good thoughts, we meet good people, good friends, noble association. That is the great benefit. When you are a smart person, when you are a clever student, you meet clever friends. When you are generous, you meet the people who are generous. When you are an intelligent person, then you meet intelligent students, friends. That is the nature of our life. When we go down with qualities, we meet the same people, same friends. That is why day by day we should go forward with good qualities. That is very beneficial for our entire life. Okay? Today we discussed the triple gem. That is a very important thing. You have a handout. Please try to read at least once this handout. Please increase your knowledge. That is very beneficial for your life. That is why we have prepared everything for your name. Okay? We like your success. We like your progress in your education. We are giving you the best thing in the world, the Dhamma. Dhamma is the priceless thing in the world. Your mom always tries to give you the best thing in the world. You are so fortunate, okay? You should be grateful to your mom. Okay, now I would like to conclude everything. Today we discussed the triple gems, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And Buddha said very clearly, Dhamma is not a creation of the Buddha. It is a discovery of the Buddha, as I mentioned before. Buddha didn't create a religion. Buddha discovered the world reality. Buddha said, this message doesn't belong to even Buddha. We say Buddha's message as Buddhism, but Buddha said, this reality doesn't belong to even Buddha. This message belongs to everybody who is intelligent. Because this is the world reality. Whether Buddha appears or not in the world, this message is foreign. But sometimes it is covered by ignorance. When a Buddha appears in the world, he himself discovers this message and he preaches this message to the world kindly. That is why we respect Buddha. That is why we pay our gratitude to the Buddha. That is our gratitude for the Buddha. Okay. Buddha said, he who sees the Dhamma sees the Buddha. Yo Dhammam passati somam passati. The way how to see the Buddha is seeing Dhamma. He who sees Dhamma sees Buddha. On the other side, Buddha said, Yo paticcasamuppadam passati so Dhammam passati. He who sees the dependent origination sees the Dhamma. He who sees the Dhamma sees the Buddha. What is the paticcasamuppada or dependent origination? The experience that we receive through our senses at the moment, it arises at the moment with the conditions. When conditions separate, immediately, without remaining anything, that experience ceases. This is the nature of our life. If we are aware of our mind seeing this impermanence, then we can overcome attachment and hatred. Day by day we become the peace of mind. That is the main purpose of our life. Okay, thank you for your good attention. You're listening to this sermon nearly 1 hour. You are so clever. You have good attention and also you have good patience listening to something. That is one of the qualities, one of the skills that we should develop. Okay? And also we should try to increase the duration of the time of meditation. Okay? Please, little by little, try to practice meditation, loving kindness. At least 5 minutes, enough for a day. And please, little by little, try to increase this. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Little by little, please try to increase it. Okay? For that, I wish you all the best. Okay, now we are going to end this discussion. By the power of all these merits that we acquired at the moment, may our departed relatives also rejoice with these merits and may they also attain final bliss of liberation. With that intention, let's transfer these merits to our departed beloved relatives too. Idam me ñātīnam hotu sukhitā hontu. Idam me ñātīnam hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātīnam hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. By the power of all these merits, may guardian deities and angels also receive these merits. May they enhance their spiritual energy. May they keep their eye on you too. May they also attain final bliss of liberation. With that intention, let's transfer these merits to guardian deities and angels too. Ākāsattā ca bummattā devā nāgā mahiddhikā පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ශාසනං ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවා නාග මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිत्वा චිරං රක්ඛන්තු ත්වං සදා. By the power of all these merits, may you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no problems come to you. May your all educational goals meet with success. May all of us attain final bliss of liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dukkham pantāca niddukkha, bhayam pantāca nidbhayam, sokam pantāca nissokā, hantu sambe pipanino. May the triple gem bless you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.